Oh, I'd love to hear about F1 right now. Oh, wait, not from you, Hannah, the real fan. Sam.
Oh. How dare.
The cars go vroom vroom.
The cars go vroom vroom.
They sure do, huh?
With some accents on there because it was in Montreal.
Yeah.
I love vroom, I love vroom.
Le vroom vroom.
Love
With an
vroom
E.
vroom.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Midlight Crisis, a real podcast hosted by three grown-up biologists revisiting books from our teens, and it's totally cool. I am one of your hosts, Sophie. I come from an illustrious lineage of job havers who are from a place, and I have a good one this time.
Yeah.
The job and place that I am from is a dragon fixer from the campground of bird kids.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
I assume the campground is owned by the Cullens, and that's sort of my job and place is just our podcast.
Okay. Sorry, how do the Cullens come into it? Just so you can tie in Twilight?
They run the campground, I think,
Why?
just because I'm from the campground of bird kids. So the campground is the only part that can be the vampires.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because dragon fixing, classic Aragon nonsense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows what that is.
Uh-huh.
And then I camp around bird kids, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Normal way.
In Central Park.
Yeah, exactly. The campground is in Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really rainy part of Central Park. Yeah. What is there to explain? That's all of it.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so that's me and my job and my place, you know? No big deal. Who are you guys and what do you do?
Well, my name is Sam, and today I am a werewolf reaper from the urban green space of chaos theory.
Wow. So you are
That's a lot.
also in Maximum Ride.
I guess so.
The urban green space, i.e.
And then
I.e. Central Park.
Central
the
Park.
werewolf reaper. I kill erasers!
You're an eraser.
Oh.
You erase
Oh.
eraser.
Oh my god.
Snap.
Snap. Wow.
Snap.
Your job is relevant today, but first we have to introduce the last person.
This is hilarious because my name is Hannah, and today I am a vampire listener from the trailer park of bird kids.
What the fuck?
Wow.
How did that happen?
Okay, so I'm in the Aragon portion of the Maximum Ride land. You know, like it's
Maximum Ride Land,
yeah, it's like
park.
a theme park.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the water park section? What were you?
I'm a vampire listener.
Oh,
I'm in
yeah,
the
okay.
Twilight section.
Yeah. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that I'm in the section you want to be in.
We can trade?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to. Well, no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to listen to them either.
I want to fix some dragons instead.
That'd be so much better than... Can you imagine listening to an entire book from Edward's point of view?
Imagine listening to two of them. Wow.
No.
Imagine listening to two books all about what Edward thinks really slowly over the
No.
course of about a year and a half.
No thanks. Wow, speaking of werewolves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, speaking of werewolves and reaping of them.
Uh-huh.
We're, of course, the reason we have jobs and are from places today is because we're reading City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, the book where people have jobs and are from places. Maybe.
It's questionable.
Yeah, debatable. But somebody's going to tell us what happened in the chapter we read this week. Definitely.
Okay. So chapter 23 is called Valentine, where we finally get the big villain info dump we've been waiting for.
Wow.
And the chapter basically consists of Clary convincing Jace that Valentine really is a terrible guy, even though he may be his dad, and that, yes, our two love interests are suspected to be related, and that Valentine killed Michael Wayland and his son to fake his own death to raise Jason disguise. And then during all of this, Luke comes in at some point. Valentine tries to kill him. Jace finally comes to his senses, turns against Valentine, but then Alaric gets killed, who's another werewolf, if you've forgotten. And then Valentine escapes back through his portal, and then breaks the portal so no one can follow him. And then once again, the cup is lost. Valentine is missing, and our two leads are holding each other close. Maybe too close.
But in a
Sam's
sibling
dog has
kind of
big
way.
opinions on this chapter.
Yeah.
His comedic timing is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're holding each other, but like in a sibling way now.
Mm-mm.
Definitely.
Definitely.
No, if that's true.
Okay, I know this is like, I mean, I guess it's at the beginning because Clary refused to realize it in the last chapter, but she knows now that
Mhm.
they are
Yes.
like siblings.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think the decision, like, we know because of Sam, we know that they aren't actually siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think Cassandra Clare is trying to make that clear by still having them like be kind of romantic towards each other through this.
That's generous of you.
Well, because yeah, you're right. Maybe it's just some people are into that.
It's okay.
It's just
Sophie's
weird.
just trying to justify me shipping them together, even
Yeah.
though I didn't know because I only had City of Bones and City of Ashes. So I spent
Yeah,
but
the 2 books not knowing.
Yeah.
Listen, it's fiction.
and
It's allowed to
still
be weird.
hoping.
Yeah. But like, I feel like that is a wild choice to not
Yeah.
make them immediately be like, but we can't. But I guess I'm like pretty online, but I'm not like this online, you know?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of this sort of fan fiction out there.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm probably wrong, you know?
No, I mean, people
People do be shipping brothers together a lot, you know?
do be shipping brothers together
like
a lot, yeah.
of brothers.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Oh, yeah, man.
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Supernatural, primarily.
I thought it was
Mostly
Castile
Supernatural.
and Dean.
I think,
Well, it's also that.
yeah.
Okay.
People be shipping those brothers together a lot, though, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Is it just because they're 2 guys? That's weird. No, don't like it.
I think-
Hate it.
I read a Tumblr analysis of it once.
Yeah, for learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember why, to be honest.
It was probably for learning, actually.
It was probably for learning. I think the premise was just like, you have this series that a lot of people are really into, like Supernatural is super popular, right?
Yeah.
Where there's like 2 characters who are like damaged and emotionally vulnerable, and then no other consistent characters for 4 seasons. So the
Mhm.
people who want to like ship things don't have anyone else there.
You're
so
right.
They're just like, well,
I
why
think,
the hell not, I guess.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
read something like this about, like, when you read about why Tumblr went insane for the Onceler
Yeah.
and, like, shipped him with himself.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because people want to create this, like, pairing. And if you don't give them someone else, they're like,
yeah,
well,
like, I don't know if you know about this, but people really like it when there's like a romance
interesting.
of some kind.
Tell me
Oh,
more.
And if there
I
isn't
wouldn't
one,
know
they're gonna make
anything
it.
I
about
wouldn't
that.
know anything about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fascinating.
That's
It's
silly.
a surprise to all of us. But yeah, it turns out if you don't make a romance, people will make one, whether it's socially acceptable or not.
It probably also has something to do with, like, men are very not often, like, emotional or vulnerable with
Yeah.
anyone, and brothers will be. And so you get
Yeah.
that, like, emotional connection between 2 characters. And it's like, well, it's also romantic now in this fan fiction, but it's not.
Yep.
Don't do
It's
it.
not in real life.
Best case scenario is what Cassandra Clare does, where you think they're siblings and then they're not.
I don't know. I don't know if that's best case.
No, best case scenario of you're shipping siblings
Of
together.
there's- Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you assume there's already an incest ship, the best case scenario is, oops, surprise, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe-
I guess I
Yeah.
accept that.
I very much spent the first 2 books, or, like, City of Ashes, like, being like, "No, there's no way." Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was adamant. I was like, "No, book 3, it's gonna happen." And you spend, like, most of book 3 until you find out, like, that they're not the same thing. You're like, "No, they're not. This is impossible. There can't be."
Yeah. Because,
Like,
I mean, surely that's not how it would be, right?
well, that's what you tell yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was,
Yeah.
again, I remember I was grade 11, grade 10, so I was 15 or 16, and I was just like, no, like, no one would do
Yeah.
that. Like, that's so
Yeah.
silly. Like, I was, like, adamant. I was like, this isn't weird.
Yeah.
This is not weird, because they can't be siblings. It's just
They can't
physically
be. Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah,
Like,
because they can't be in
Yeah.
love and also be siblings.
exactly. Like, in my head, I was
my-
like, no,
Yeah.
this is impossible.
I think it's more like they can't be in love and also siblings in a mainstream
That's what
published
I
book for
was gonna
teens.
say.
Also that,
I
yeah.
trust publishers to not publish incest
Yeah.
Yeah.
to teens specifically.
If this book was just like published as an original work on like AO3 or Wattpad,
They're
be like,
siblings
oh,
for sure.
they're
yeah.
actually siblings. Because
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want on those websites.
Yeah.
But there's actual rules when capitalism is involved.
Yeah. But like as I understand it psychologically, the reason you are not attracted to your siblings is like being raised with them, like
Yeah.
from like being a baby to like that creates the barrier. And so like
Yeah.
my hot take is that if they weren't raised together and they were siblings and they did fall in love, that would be less concerning to me than if they were 2 unrelated people who were like raised as siblings and they fell in love.
Yes, fully agree. We talked about this with Maximum Ride, right? Like,
Oh
that's why
yeah,
it's a
with
little
Fang.
icky that like Max and Fang fall in love, because like even
Like
if we
childhood
pretend
friends,
we don't know,
fine, but raised
Fine,
as
yeah,
siblings,
but raised as
no.
siblings.
Yeah. No, and
Yeah.
I agree. That's why I think I find the Max Fang thing almost weirder than this.
Yeah.
I find that way weirder, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like, again, and I guess it's like similar to, not to bring up Game of Thrones again, but like Game of Thrones, because like people
Mhm.
were like, how can so many people want Jon and Dany together? Like, she's his aunt. And I was like, they don't know that.
They don't know that, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, you can't be like, oh, right away. Like, once they find out, yeah, it's a little bit like, ugh. But
Yeah.
like, they
But
didn't
also,
know.
if they're not having kids, I don't really
Right,
care. Like, you
Yeah,
know?
that's just kind of my thing too. It's like, I find it weird because it's a social taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a social taboo based on the potential genetic repercussions.
Yeah.
And if you're not reproducing, then like it doesn't
It
actually matter.
emotionally
It's just icky.
skeeves me out to think about it. But people
Yeah.
can do what they want as consenting adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have children though if you're brother and sister.
No, oh, that's
Yeah.
deeply unpleasant. but
Anyway,
I agree.
starting off this episode strong.
We're gonna get
with
ourselves
some,
canceled.
with some incest
I
opinions.
mean-
Look, in the Bible it says Adam and Eve were sisters, brother, or whatever.
Adam and Eve were sisters.
Yeah. All of Adam and Eve's children married each other, so the Bible says it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Of course.
So we're moving
I
on.
mean, I assume shadow hunters are like kind of incesty anyway, because they're so insular as a culture. There can't be that many of them.
Yeah.
Incestular.
Anyway, let's talk about anything else. My first note for in my notes for this chapter is just like it's just ugh.
Yeah.
Valentine sucks, you guys.
She's
Yeah.
so like
He's the
cartoonishly
worst.
evil.
Yeah. And so
Mhm.
like we've talked about how like Jace knows Valentine. Like Valentine himself raised Jace.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like and he knew him as Michael Wayland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that was also like one of the things when this series was like coming out, is like a lot of it was like, is he just manipulating Jace? Like, did he just look exactly like him? Was it actually him
Mm.
raising it? So that is kind of one of the big questions of like,
Yeah.
is this true, or is Jace's perception of who his father was blurred, so he's just willing to believe anything at this point because he looks somewhat familiar or whatever?
Yeah.
So that was like a big kind of plot, like, is this real? Like, is this actually like Jace's father? Like, did he actually raise him? Because I remember I questioned it, and then things come through, and it's like, yeah, Valentine was the one who was actually raising him for those first 10 years. I can't remember when he faked his death. Was it 10 years? Yeah, something. Anyway,
something like that, or 12 or something. But
yeah.
It's like I totally get why, because like for a bunch of this chapter, Jace is like doing what Valentine says, you know? And like, sucks to be Jace. Really sucks to be Jace.
Yeah, to bring back the like fanfic verbiage for a second, this is like the Jace Wump chapter. Like, he's just getting the Wump chapter.
The Wump chapter. He's just getting
having
beat up.
The worst fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, this poor kid.
Yeah, because his dad sucks.
His dad sucks. His girlfriend is his sister.
Yeah.
And
he has a mom. His mom isn't dead, but...
but she's in a coma downstairs.
She's in a coma, and also he found out that she's actually been mourning him this whole time. Anyway.
Yeah, he thought growing up that his mom was dead, and then he finds out that she's not dead, and Valentine's like, no, she abandoned you. Like, she didn't want you. That's why she left.
Yeah.
So then he has that.
And then it's
and then he finds out that he was stolen from his mom, and his mom has mourned him for
every day of the
16
last
years.
16 years, yeah.
Like, and that's only some of what's going on to Jace in this chapter. Like, he's having a hard time.
Yeah.
Somebody, like, give him some tea and a blanket.
And, you know, I appreciate that he turns it around in a single chapter, because I was starting to be like, okay, look, Jace, I feel bad for you. This sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, but early on in this chapter, I did learn something, which is that I didn't even know there was a people group known as the Circassians.
What?
Huh?
Because at the beginning of the chapter,
neither did Hannah and I, apparently.
None of us know.
You probably thought it was just a weird fantasy name, but they're real people. Valentine.
That feels like shade.
I was like, well, that's just like an Idris word. And then I looked it up and I was like, just kidding.
Okay.
I don't think I even noticed this word.
The knife, the dagger.
Yes,
the Circassian dagger, which dramatically always comes in a pair. And who has the other pair? It's Luke.
It's Luke. Luke has it.
His parabatai. So it's Valentine's dagger, and it's a type of dagger called a kinjal, which is a Circassian dagger. And I had no idea, but Circassians are a currently extant people group which underwent a genocide at the hands of the Russian Empire in the 19th century. And so they're sort of like, it's estimated that there's like a lot of different groups of Circassian people, like sort of like diaspora, with most being in Turkey right now. And that's all I'm not going to talk out my ass about something I don't know a whole lot about. So I didn't know that this, people group existed. So that was fun that I learned about that. And then I also looked up the dagger specifically. And so I guess this type of dagger is like similar to like the Roman gladius or the Scottish like dirk. So it's like a knife and fancy. And it's called like a kinjal is like a second word for it. Like it's most often called a kenjali. And I was looking around at stuff about this, and the funniest thing was what I found on the Wikipedia page for this knife, which is that the kenjali is used it's very symbolic as well as being a weapon. And one of the social traditions is that in a premarital relationship, a young couple may lie together with a kenjali blade between them. Sexual activity between the two was prohibited. And so I'm just like,
So
this is the only thing I know about this knife. You and your parabatai are allowed to have this knife, but you cannot have sex about it.
Yo, that makes sense though.
Because that's the Jace. That's going to be the Jason Alec
No,
thing,
and
right?
Alec.
but that's
yeah.
also because Parabatai can't fall in love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, whoa, that's cool.
I
Good
think
job,
it's really
Cassandra
cool.
Clare.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I do just want to rain on the parade a little bit that I don't think it's super cool to like use another culture's like very symbolic knife. That like why do they have a Circassian dagger? You know, like why do they have it?
The colonialism, probably.
But like I'm like, why did she pick this? Because she's like, here's a fun thing I learned about it. It's like, okay, but why do they have it?
Because
but
it's 2004.
Maybe
and
they
we
were
didn't care about
Shadowhunter
that.
people.
Yeah. I just want it flagged for, you know, one day when someone comes back here and cancels us for our opinions.
Well,
Yeah, the incest, we got to pass for
Yeah, that'll
that
be fine.
20-minute incest conversation, but specifically here's where we're going to get in trouble.
I just want to flag that it's not always cool to just be like, here is a cultural item. We're just going to throw it in here for flavor text. But
it's fair.
I think it's really cool that like this is like the meaning, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
it aligns
cool.
really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who betrayed the rule of not having sex was put to death, by the way. So maybe that's foreshadowing.
With the bedsword?
Yeah, probably with the bedsword. Wow. Anyway, that's what I learned about this knife, dagger, and this people group. I don't know a lot. I didn't go on a deep dive. But
yeah.
Actually, the only other fun thing is they're from an area that's just called Caucasus.
Oh, yeah.
Which is where Caucasian comes from.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like a whole different conversation, but I do find it funny that we use Caucasian to mean white person when it actually means
Eastern Europe, like
someone
it's like
from Eastern Europe.
It's not even like Europe, it's Eastern Europe, and all of it is in Russia right now.
Yeah. It's like a specific geographical region and like a specific group of cultures.
Yep.
That somehow just became synonymous for white person.
I did look up Caucasian, and I think like there was just that brief window where everyone was like, well, you don't say white, you say Caucasian. And now everyone's like, we don't do that anymore. Just say white. Just say you're white.
It's fine. Just who cares? just say the simple one.
Yeah. Anyway. I learned so much in this one sentence. Also, it's got Satan's mark on it.
Yeah. The like symbol of the Morgensterns.
Yeah.
Coincidentally also the symbol of Satan.
It's still confirming that his whole family was named Morgenstern, which is still hilarious. We are all Satan.
We're all Satan.
Yeah.
This is the edgy teen family.
Yep.
I mean, kind of tracks.
Yeah.
Valentine was the edgiest teen.
So much.
Grew up to be a Hitler, so there's that.
Oh, there we go. Just casual.
Fucking guy.
This is why I wanted to talk about incest more. It was better. It was better than this.
It's better than this.
Better than the fascism.
This fucking fascism.
But Clary's pretty cool in this chapter. You know?
Yeah?
She's like, I don't know.
Sure.
She like she says her thing. She doesn't be dumb about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care if you're my dad.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you because you did murder.
So much of it.
Although I do find it interesting that she like I was thinking a lot about how a bunch of what Valentine says here is false. And I think we talked about this last time where we're like, well, we can't just like read a book and be like, everyone's lying. Because that's a crazy way to read a book. But like Clary is just taking Luke's word for things.
Yeah.
You know, it just will send you down a path to think about it. But I'm like, I mean, Valentine's lying about everything. Like, equally, Clary is basing what she knows off of what Luke said. Like, she doesn't know what Jocelyn saw.
Yeah, she doesn't know either, but, like, she knows at least her truth is that, like, Luke is trustworthy, right? Because he's been there for her entire life and has
Yeah.
been a good person to her.
And that, like, her mom left this guy, and her mom loves
Yeah.
her. And, like, so she knows that, and so she's like, probably something bad about this guy.
Yeah. And also, I mean, like, not to be too obnoxious and meta about it, it's like, yeah, we know that Valentine's the bad guy because
His name's Morgenstern.
his name's Morgenstern. But, like, because Clary is the protagonist, right?
Yeah.
And she's against him.
Yep.
Therefore, he's the bad guy.
Yep.
I feel like in an actual nonfiction situation, it would be much more complicated because it is fully like a he said situation at this moment.
Yeah, it would be he said, and then also there's no magic cup.
There's also no
In real
magic
life.
cup.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
That does make me think, though, how interesting it would be to, like, read a book like this where the young, naive protagonist gets taken in by the villains and convinced they're the good guys.
Mm.
I read, like, a first book in a series about that when I was a teenager, and I never continued the series. I don't even remember what it was called at this point.
Is this not the Poppy War?
I think the point of the Poppy War is everybody's
Right, okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it would be interesting in this kind of, like, YA structure where you're like, wow, like, I have these special magic powers and I'm on the team that's going to save the world because that's what they told me. And
Yeah.
then you and the protagonist slowly find out that that's not true.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sure there's books like that out there, but I haven't read very many.
I think that's what happened in that superhero one, Sam, that you also read the first one of.
Forging Hephaestus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only because it's like
Oh.
multi-POV.
Yeah.
And so you get like a bunch of the superheroes.
Oh, that's cool.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Are like, maybe
I
we're
should read that
not
at some point.
working.
Maybe we're not.
Maybe we're not working for the best of people.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Making a note that I should read this.
Those are good books. Anyway, yeah, it would
Yeah.
be. I mean, I feel like that might be too complicated for a teen book, but maybe it could happen.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily.
Yeah.
But I think it would be interesting to see someone be able to do that.
Yeah, I believe in it.
Yeah. Anyway, the other reason you can tell Valentine is evil is because he's, like, giving his info dump or whatever, and he's like, oh, I had to pretend to be Michael Wayland because when I faked my death, the only reason that the light was, like, pretended to love Jace is they thought he was a Wayland. And Claire's like,
And why is
maybe they just
that?
love Jace.
Yeah.
I was like,
Maybe they just love Jace, and Valentine is like, don't be stupid, nobody loves Jace.
Nobody
It's like,
loves
bro.
anybody. Don't be ridiculous. Love is fake.
I was like, okay, well, that's, like, not a nice thing to say to your kid.
Yeah.
So that's how you know he's evil.
That's how you
Also.
know. You're right.
Listen, I don't want to have kids because I think they're annoying, but if you have a kid, you, like, can't be an asshole to them. That's
Yeah.
just the rules.
It's the law. Yeah, Valentine, I mean, I appreciate that Valentine is like a mastermind of evil. And he's like
Yeah.
playing everyone like a fiddle in this scene, I guess. You know, like making Jace do this, whatever. And then at the end, he's just like, anyway, time to monologue.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm evil.
yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this chapter was just a lot of like confirmation
Yes.
of stuff.
Yeah, which, like, makes sense that we're, like, getting some of the storylines tied together because it is the last chapter before the epilogue.
Right. Yeah.
Somehow.
This is the end of the book, technically.
This is the end of the book. Fuck, well, I have feelings
I
about
have
it.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I was really trying to, like, be chill, but this chapter was, like, 3 times longer than it needed to be.
oh
It just
my
kept
god,
going.
right?
And they just kept
Yeah.
repeating the same things. And I was like, surely this is better if you're reading it when you're 16.
In a normal
and
way. Yeah.
also when you can read more than one chapter at once.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think I was getting annoyed with Jace because there were like 4 opportunities for him to like turn against Valentine, like 4 mic drop moments, kind of, you know, that are like,
yeah.
this is the time. And then he didn't. And then it's like, okay, well, now this is the time. It's like, no, he didn't do it again. And then right at the end, he did. And it's like, okay, well, buddy.
See, I didn't find that annoying from a, like, Jace perspective, because I'm like, this kid is, like,
So messed up.
basically in this situation where his, like, abusive parent has showed back up and is trying to convince him of things.
Yeah.
So I can understand that he's just like, what do I do? What annoyed me was the fact that they wrote it 4 times and it didn't change anytime.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, a mic drop moment, and Jace is still conflicted.
Yep.
And a mic drop moment, and Jace is still conflicted. And it's like, okay, we could have done like 2.
Yeah. Give him one conflicted moment and then the one where he turns around. Also, I lost track of who was holding a knife to who was getting threatened to death to do something.
Yeah.
There was just a lot.
Okay, let me
There
find
was
it.
too much going on.
Yeah.
I literally have a at this point, and then I listed out who had which weapon. Because
Oh, did you?
I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
You're
at the end of the
committed.
chapter, I was like, okay, like, right now, Luke has this weapon, Clary has this one, Jace has this, Valentine has this. I was like, oh my god, okay. Now I know what's going on.
I just need to keep track.
Because, yeah, there were a lot of them.
So
And, yeah,
many.
Luke arrives.
Luke arrives,
Luke had
gets stabbed.
He had no idea that Jace is Jonathan, which is,
Yeah.
I guess we also knew. Or could have guessed. But he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I do think it's kind of wild that Jace, to this point, had not said that Jace is for JC.
Yeah. He's like, no, it's a nickname. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because he couldn't say it. Because as soon as he said JC, Clary would be like Jonathan Christ. I mean, my brother.
My dad, Jonathan Clark.
Yeah. Wow, that's my dad's initials. Weird.
Weird.
Yeah. I still, this is for the guessing. Well, not for the, it's for the when Sam tells us what happens in the other books episode.
It's like, there's no more guessing.
Yeah, because I
Oh, there's
really
still
need
an
to know.
epilogue.
Yeah.
It's true.
What happened with the baby swapping.
Oh.
I think, well, sorry, I realized I didn't actually know specifically which baby swapping you mean.
Oh, I mean
It
in
seems
the,
pretty clear
in the
that
death. Yeah.
Valentine murdered the real Michael Wayland and the real Michael Wayland's baby.
Yeah.
And then he pretended that he and Jace were those 2 people.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking that Jace is actually Michael Wayland's kid.
I feel like in real life,
He's a secret
Jace is-
third thing?
He's a secret third
He is
thing.
a secret third thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but like from this chapter, the information we have is that Valentine murdered the 2 Waylands and took over them.
Right,
Or
okay.
took over their place.
Okay. Because that's what was confusing me, because I was like, Valentine seems pretty sure that he murdered Michael Wayland and the baby.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I really thought Jace was actually the Wayland baby, and there was just some confusion somewhere.
No, Valentine is that evil.
Is that evil? Okay.
Yeah, he
got it.
actually murdered a baby for sure.
Jace is going to be like Raziel, like secretly or something. He's got to
Oh, yeah.
also be special.
Yeah, like, I feel like Sam has kind of confirmed that Jace is just some other thing that we don't know about yet.
He's
Like,
half
he's just some other guy.
fairy, half
So
vampire.
Half fairy, half vampire, half demon.
Yeah.
All problems.
Yeah.
I wonder if the baby Valentine killed was actually Jonathan Christopher, or if it was actually the Michael Wayland baby, and then what happened to the other one.
Yeah, I don't know how Jace ended up with Valentine, but the actual Clary's actual brother, I'm pretty sure, is appearing in book 3 or whatever.
Oh, right. Is that Sebastian?
Something like that.
There's a Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Wow.
Oh, was he French?
Sebastian.
No, I just felt like being French.
Oh.
Just a moment of French. Anyway,
I was about to read into that.
that's not what we're talking about right now.
Sorry.
I took us there, but I'm bringing
Right.
us back. We're talking about this
Okay.
chapter, which is the end of the book, so we have to
The end
talk
of the
about it more.
book.
Luke shows up, tries to kill Valentine. They get in a fight so Jace and Clary can have an emotional moment where Jace is still conflicted. And then
Yeah.
Luke is about to die, and then the other werewolf, Alaric, shows up and dies instead.
Yeah, which for the record, I do feel guilty about now because I was deeply suspicious of
Yeah.
him for like 3 chapters in a row.
Yeah.
Aw.
Whoops, my bad.
Bruh.
Okay, but also Luke gets stabbed through the chest
Yeah.
and then is like kind of fine
Yeah.
because, quote, werewolves heal so fast. So I tried to do some science about this.
Ooh.
The first thing I Googled was like healing rates in wolves. And the paper I came across, the first sentence of the simple summary before the abstract reads as follows. Leishmania infantatum is a single-celled trypanosomid responsible for canine leishmaniasis, a serious disease that causes a generalized inflammatory reaction, including, among others, lymphadenopathy, hepatomegaly, and splenomegaly in dogs. So that did not help me,
Yeah.
because I don't know what any of that means.
But it's parasites is
me.
what you're saying.
Well, I did find some other stuff. Listen, I'm not a vet.
Okay.
I don't have the Google skills. I did find some interesting things about healing that we could maybe Frankenstein into some sort of a reason as to why werewolves might heal very quickly.
Okay.
One of them is actually like an extremely recent paper from Matsumoto Oda et al. That was published like 2 months ago about how human wound healing is actually, I think, half the speed of other mammals with fur because
Whoa.
hair follicles are full of stem cells that
Whoa.
usually are used to grow hair.
Whoa.
But if there is an injury at the site, the stem cells can like redirect to grow skin. So the part of the reason humans have like slower healing than almost all other mammals is we've transformed a lot of our hair follicles into sweat glands,
What?
and those don't heal as quickly.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if werewolves have a lot of like hair follicles and have a lot of stem cells to like help them kind of move back and forth between those forms, there is like sort of a way you could finagle that to make sense.
Hyperactive stem cells in the hair.
Hyperactive stem cells
all right.
in the hair.
Damn. This is like how we decided to have a voice box instead of gills. I would
Right?
like to
It's
speak
just
to a
like-
manager.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of would like to heal quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also found something that Carrera et al. Used topical insulin on cats that were being spayed and found that treating with topical insulin made them heal much faster and have quicker wound closure. So, like, maybe werewolves are slightly diabetic and that helps them
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
heal quickly.
Wait, I thought diabetes was the opposite.
Yeah, I think in humans and, like, real life, diabetes or like untreated diabetes in particular is associated with really poor wound healing.
Yeah.
Isn't it the lack of insulin diabetes?
It's like having too high of blood sugar for too long. Yeah, so lack of insulin. And then it causes like I don't know the exact science of it, but like that's why a lot
Right.
of diabetics have feet problems because it starts in their feet usually. And then like yeah, their wounds just can't heal as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I did say it backwards now that you've pointed it
So
out.
they
Like,
have reverse diabetes. They have
they've
more
reversed
insulin.
diabetes. They have too much
that
insulin.
'cause
Yeah,
it's-
okay.
It's the high blood sugar that causes the issue. So uncontrolled sugar control. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, now that I have said that, one of the things they teach you in first aid class is if you think someone is diabetic, never ever give them insulin because it will kill them if you drop their blood sugar too much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
having too much insulin will kill you. But maybe if you're a werewolf, it just
won't.
heals your wounds quickly.
If you have more hair follicles, you actually can't
If you
die
have-
from it.
Yeah, it turns out if you're super, super hairy, you can have reverse diabetes and everything's great.
Yeah. Maybe they also just have like super vitamin C. They've
Oh,
like
yeah.
they've like
They're
reverse
so
they've reversed
constituted.
scurvy because scurvy makes all your wounds open.
Yeah, which is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, reverse scurvy.
Yeah.
I also found a couple of like non-science things that were like wolves have lots of stem cells. And I was like, really? And I couldn't find facts about it. And also a bunch of like wildlife like Facebook pages and like zoos and stuff saying that like wolves are adapted to sustain wolves are adapted to sustain and push through serious injuries. Again, I didn't know how to Google for that.
Yeah. That's fair.
But apparently that's a thing.
I mean, predators that hunt like large prey are pretty like
They're good at healing.
good at healing, yeah. Whereas something like a hawk, like basically if they get injured, they die. Because they're like not
the all or nothing approach.
yeah, Because they're not supposed to be fighting something that can, like, fight back, really.
Yeah. I also, one last thing, found a really
Yeah.
helpful piece of information from the Google, like, AI information conglomeration tool. When I Googled, like, wolf healing rates, it says, well, wolves can heal from many injuries. They cannot regenerate lost limbs. So that's
Okay.
that's really helpful for us to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we
never
were
would
all
have guessed
wondering.
that on my own.
Okay, yeah. Wolves are not
Yeah.
salamanders. Got it.
They're not salamanders.
Not salamanders.
I was really confused about that for a second, so I'm glad we clarified that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we were all wondering.
When you really zagged on me when you started leading into that, I was like, oh no, Hannah, what are you about to say? We can't trust it.
Nope. I mean, technically it's correct.
Technically true.
But there was one
I bet a
that
werewolf
was
could, though.
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one that was technically not correct, where I was like looking up wound licking because that like actually does promote healing in most mammals.
Yeah.
And I looked it up for wolves specifically, and the Google AI was like, wolves wound lick for blah, 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 blah reasons. It may have started as a result of humans putting saliva on injuries. And I was like, I don't
think that's true.
I don't think that's correct.
I don't think wolves got it from
I don't
humans.
think that's correct. I did actually end up finding the Reddit post that it scraped that answer from, which is hilarious. And it did not say that. But yeah. So if you're wondering, wolves cannot regenerate lost limbs.
Wow,
but
interesting.
they do wound lick because humans used to spit on them when they were injured.
Told them to. This is the worst timeline. I'm so mad about it.
AI, why is it so stupid?
Why is it so dumb?
Like, I feel like a crazy person because everyone's like, oh my god, generative AI is so good. And I'm like,
it told me wolves wound lick because humans taught them how to.
Like, am I the crazy one for thinking it's not that good?
We're being gaslit by society.
I'm so confused.
Anyway, it's fine. Let's talk about the fascism again.
Let's talk about the fascism again. Yeah. Valentine, not only does he do a fascism, he does like a classic extreme domestic violence where he knew that Jocelyn was going to leave him. So instead of like being chill about it, he murdered her parents and her baby and burned down her house.
Yeah. Normal stuff.
Which is what you want in a domestic partner.
Yep. Yeah. What a wild time. You know how you read books like this when you're a teen and you're like, wow, that's terrible. And then you read it as an adult and you're like, wow, that's like way more terrible than I thought it was as a teen.
Yeah. It's like the fucking Aragon baby spear all over again.
Yeah.
We're like, wait a second.
That's
actually like that's actually objectively horrific.
Yeah. I bet I could have read all of the Poppy War books if I was a teen.
You would have been fine.
Now that I'm an adult, I'm like, no, thanks. Can't deal with it.
Can't do that.
Emotional trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening to me.
That was
yell
great.
About werewolves.
No, that was a good time. I love it. Do you think Alaric can grow his internal organs back?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe if he licks
Luke
them.
also got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
Alaric got stabbed in the chest.
Alaric we only knew for like 2 chapters, so he's dead for real dead.
Yeah. And he died off screen.
Yeah.
Nonchalantly. So, I don't know. Maybe he's not dead and I was right to be suspicious.
Maybe.
I'm still suspicious of him even now that he's dead.
He's going to come back from the dead
like,
and murder Luke.
No. This guy's going to come back from the dead just to be evil.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Valentine already did that. So there is precedent within this piece of media. But, jeez.
Just
At
wild.
me.
At me.
What's up? What am I doing?
Yeah. Oh, the worst thing about this chapter? No. A fun thing that only I noticed is that Jace made an Alice in Wonderland reference down the rabbit hole back at the beginning of the book, and then Valentine makes another Through the Looking Glass reference here because they're really emphasizing father and son.
Yeah, that's true.
That was just for me.
I mean, he does literally go through the looking glass.
Yeah, but it's also an Alice in Wonderland reference, which Jace also made before. Because they're related, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they're not related, if you're raised by a guy who makes Alice in Wonderland references, you probably do too.
Yep. It's just emphasizing that's true. It happened.
it happened.
It
like
happened.
that.
Which, like, okay. Going back to I guess I don't really care if siblings fall in love if they didn't grow up together. This is sort of the same thing where, like, I get why Jace is emotional because even if he's not biologically Valentine's kid, he was raised by him, you know?
Yeah, like that is his dad.
That
for,
is
like,
his dad.
all intents and purposes.
And, like,
yeah.
Valentine probably sucked as a dad, but he kept Jace isolated. Like, Jace only knew Valentine. Valentine
Yeah,
can pull
like-
off being nice because everyone liked him for a while there. So he can do
Well,
it.
what we've seen of like Jace's upbringing so far is that his dad was emotionally manipulative
Yeah.
and abusive, and it's like hard to break away from people like
Yeah.
that.
And even Clary notes here that, like, Valentine, like, puts on a good show of, like, emotions, you know?
Yeah, he was very charismatic.
Yeah.
And deceitful.
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 I
A
also,
terrible person.
it feels very
So
much
bad.
like evil parent vibes that he only ever calls Jace Jonathan, like his full
know, right?
name.
Yeah.
You didn't even give him, like, a nickname? No John? No, it's Jonathan.
No John. No JC.
Nope.
I wonder when he started going by Jace.
I wonder if he, like, knew not to go by Jonathan. Like, did Valentine tell
Yeah.
him not to go by Jonathan because people would guess?
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyway,
I don't remember.
Not us.
not us. Maybe it'll happen in the epilogue.
Yeah, I don't remember. Sorry.
I don't remember. I was about to say I don't remember either. Why would I?
Uh-huh.
You only read.
I mean, you've read this book.
You read this book. Did you finish this book?
No, but I
Yeah.
don't remember where I got to. I think I must have. Did I know?
You said you read the incest part, so I think maybe you finished this book.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
I-
that happened
it's
in
right
this,
at
the last
end.
chapter.
Yeah. I guess. Did I read the second book? Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe you just think you didn't finish this book because this book doesn't really have a satisfying ending.
Yeah.
Wait,
it just
Maybe
stops.
I
Do
immediately
you
picked up the
remember like
next
a
book.
distinct romantic moment when they knew that they were siblings?
Yes.
Then you read book
Oh.
2.
I must have started book 2.
Yeah.
And then was like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, you would have read book 2 then.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
hilarious.
Wow, secretly I read this whole book. Did my classic move of just, like, putting this book down, immediately picking up the next one and not noticing that I started a new book. Or a new
Wild.
chapter.
Seems like that's your
or-
thing, huh?
Yeah. So Valentine gets away.
Yeah, he does.
He's the skedaddles.
Yeah, and he has the cup somewhere in Idris. He goes through the mirror into Idris,
Yeah.
where the cup is.
To Michael
Presumably.
Whalen's house.
Yeah.
Or the whatever house he raised Jace at. I almost said Jonathan, but it felt too weird.
Jonathan Christ.
Jonathan Christ.
Jonathan Christ.
Jonathan Christ.
Sam keeps saying Jonathan Christ in our group chat, and it keeps making me die every time.
It's really funny.
It's really good.
It's really funny.
I keep forgetting about it. It's so
You're
funny.
welcome.
So yeah, like the thing is, this is the last chapter of the book, but like, and a lot happened in it, but like not a lot happened, you know?
Yeah.
Just the
Like,
last
a lot
plot.
happened
Yeah.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like the same event happened 4 times.
Yeah. And like it just happened. And then the book's over.
Yeah.
Cuz you know, the worst thing about the first book in a trilogy is that they're not going to win at the end of it. And it's so rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're not going to get the cup.
Not gonna
Just
get
like in
cup.
the other cup and blade and wand one I read, which was the Freya Marsk ones.
Oh, yeah.
The bad guys always get the cup in the end of the first book. God, it's so annoying.
It's so weird how that keeps happening.
Ugh. It's like they want me to read the whole trilogy.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, so weird.
So
Hannah will tell me what
strange.
happened. It's okay.
Yeah, fuck.
When she keeps reading.
When I keep reading the series,
Yeah.
inevitably, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the second one on hold.
Yeah. Okay.
I was telling one of my colleagues how mad I am that this is like by far the best book we've read on this podcast so far.
It is. It is.
It's like
It is.
objectively the best in
Yeah.
almost every metric, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so validated right now.
She called back a Alice in Wonderland reference. Like the details.
Wow. Yeah.
Are all she
Yeah.
looked up a dagger of this obscure people group that has this specific meaning. No one's gonna know
Yeah.
that. Like she looked it up for her and for us specifically.
Yeah, like she can write well and she pays attention to what she's writing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how much I needed that on this podcast.
Yeah. It's rude. Well, anyway, tell
It's
me how you
rude.
feel about the other books.
Yeah.
Maybe
The,
I'll
like,
read them too.
The last one's gonna come out, like the next series is gonna come out, and Hannah's gonna have read every single series, every novella, like
Yeah, I'll have
every
surpassed you.
yeah, like she's gonna have surpassed me because she's a short story person and I'm not. And
Yeah.
she's gonna like go into being like, and this and this and this, and I'm gonna be like,
She'll
yeah.
read them all before the next episode.
yeah.
And she'll be like, step aside, Sam, I'm telling you
Yeah.
what happened in the rest of the series.
Right?
captain
It's gonna
now.
be like, I am no longer the Shadowhunter expert.
Hannah's gonna have read all the books and all the wikis, the Tumblrs,
fuck.
all of it.
Yeah.
And because
I'll
she's
read
got
all
a
of the
better like
AO3s.
memory brain for like this kind of thing, she's gonna
Mhm.
actually remember all of it. Whereas I've just
Yeah.
been like, yeah.
Hannah, if you turn
Oh, no.
City of Bones into your hyperfixation over Murderbot, I'm gonna have to leave.
Me too.
Don't do it.
I'm not trying to.
Okay, good.
But
Absolutely
see.
not.
yeah. Can I circle back to the book for a second?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just because,
I guess you can
Yeah,
if you want.
I guess. Just because I feel like this is something that I've mentioned in every one of the last like 3 or 4 episodes, and it's still never been addressed in the canon, and it continues to not be addressed, which is that part of the reason Jake is so conflicted here
Jake?
is that like
Jacob Christopher.
Jacob Christopher.
Jacob
God damn
Christ.
it.
he's
Jacob
the third brother.
the third brother,
Jesus.
Jacob Christ.
Jonathan and Jacob Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jacob Jace
You
so-
can't.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It was Jace can't like part of the reason he's so conflicted is he thought his dad was dead and he's like
Yeah.
regained this lost family member and he can't stand to lose any more of his family again. And everybody, including him, has forgotten that his Parabatai is actively dying off
Yeah.
page at this very moment.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
He has been poisoned. Nobody gives a shit except me, apparently.
Yeah.
I think the thing is Jace would know if he was dead, so he's not worried.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's dying. He has been poisoned.
But
he is
Jace-
dying.
Like, this is the weird part because Jace doesn't know that nobody did anything about Alec. Right?
Yeah, but because he hasn't
okay,
sensed,
fair.
like, he still has
Right.
the rune, he still has everything, so he can only assume that he got the help he needed, because, like, given the poison that he had, he'd be dead pretty quick.
Right.
So, like,
okay.
if he's still
Ugh.
alive after all this time, like, his rune is still there, his bond is still there, it's a pretty safe assumption that he's okay.
Yeah.
Just to give him some grace. Give him some
Yes.
grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was more of a, like,
Nobody's addressing this.
Yeah.
me being like, the last time we were at the Institute, everybody was, like, panicked because
Yeah.
Alec was dying and nobody could fix him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it has been, like, 100 pages and it's never come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hasn't come up.
Well,
Maybe
see-
it'll come up in the epilogue. It probably won't. They will probably just be forgotten about until book 2 and they'll be like, anyway, Alec is fine. Also, he has a boyfriend now.
No. In book 2, this has to be one of the things that makes Alec turn on Jace. Because
Oh, yeah?
Alec is going to be like, you were too busy with her. You didn't
Ooh,
even
yeah.
check in on me and I was dying.
I was dying so bad.
Me, your brother, not anything else. Wait, she's your sister
Yes.
and also not anything else. Wait. Alec could be like, at least we're not related.
Yeah, it turns out it's less incesty for him to be in love with Alec.
Yeah. I did just is the next book City of Glass?
City of Ash.
City of Ash.
Or
Okay,
City of
well that's
Ashes.
okay, right.
Ashes.
It's not Kingdom of Ash, it's City of Ashes.
City of Ashes.
Yeah.
That's confusing. Do
It is
you
confusing.
just like books that have Ash in the title?
No.
Maybe that's it.
Are there other ones?
It's the
Kingdom
just
of
the Sarah J.
Ash.
Maas. And
Yeah,
this
no,
one.
sorry. But there's like 2.
Yeah.
Is there like smoking?
There's the
Ash?
Ashes and the fall. What the
the
fuck
Ember
is
and the
that one?
Ashes?
Ember in the
Is that a
Ashes.
Seba to hear?
There's also the one, yeah, that's one, and then there's the one by The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent.
See, and you like that
Yeah.
one.
I did like that one. There's
Did you
From
like the
Blood and
Seba to hear one?
Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Sorry, what did you ask, Hannah?
Did you like the Seba to hear one?
I
'Cause
did.
you read those, right?
Yeah, I got
Mhm.
like I read that a while ago, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be like so into this series. I still have not read book 2, and that was like
Yeah,
3 years ago.
Dang.
I
But
understand.
All right.
everybody raves about the series, and the first one is good. I just, yeah,
Yeah. Maybe because the
Yeah.
next book didn't have Ash in the title, so why would you read it?
Yeah.
maybe.
So why-
Maybe. I was going to say if the next one was City of Glass, that would be a really good tie-in because there's a lot of emphasis about how there's like a bunch of glass on the ground for
Yeah.
through the looking
I mean, it,
glass
like-
to the like it would have been cool if the next book was glass, you know?
Well, the last book in the trilogy has to be the City of Glass because the City of Glass is Alicante and Idris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't go there in the second book. They have
Ugh,
to go there in the third
Everything
book.
has to be a trilogy.
I know, right?
Gotta put City of Ash in between. I mean, Ashes.
Ashes, multiple.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, as you alluded to, vampire.
Vampire!
Goddamn.
You're having a good
Vampire
time.
and his son Jacob. Wait, it's Twilight
Wait,
again.
it's Twilight
God damn
again.
it.
It is.
What's
It's
Val?
his son-in-law?
Son-in-law. His
Wait,
son-in-law
Jace is
Jacob.
his son-in-law. Because he and Clary are getting married eventually. Finish what you were gonna say.
Valentine and Clary?
No, Jace. You said vampire and his son. Jace will be his
I said
son-in-law. Anyway.
Oh, yes. Okay. That took me a second. Yeah. Anyway, Valentine.
Yeah.
The portal to Idris is in a mirror, and he goes through the mirror
Yeah.
into Idris and then breaks the portal, and that's why there's glass everywhere.
So dramatic.
Also, I know it's like for the atmosphere, but I don't have the exact wording pulled up, but he like opens the portal and there's like beautiful rolling hills.
Yeah.
And like in the distance, there's a gorgeous stone house. And I'm like, you have a magical portal to anywhere, and you're like, I'm going to put it way the fuck back here. So I'm going to have to walk like 2 kilometers to get home on the other side. I just think that's funny.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. And this is just like a mirror standing in the middle of nowhere. Probably.
Does the portal have to like go to a...
I mean, he
structure?
breaks it. Well, like he punches something, so I'm like, it has to be something over there, right?
That's fair. I kind of thought he'd just used magic to like reach back through the portal and punch it.
Punch the mirror from the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the logic.
Yeah, I was excited because I thought I was finally going to get my wish right down to the wire, where Jace and Clary were going to jump through that portal together and go on their 2-person adventure. But no,
Alas,
they didn't.
neither of them went through.
Nah, there's too many other side characters that we need to establish better before there can be side quests.
They have to bring Simon with them
guess,
for the
yeah.
drama. And
Yeah,
he
for
wasn't
some
even
reason.
here.
See?
Nope.
Yep.
Although they are going to get Jocelyn back.
Yeah.
So that's good. I don't know if she's like, okay.
It's going to
She's
be a
currently in a
Sleeping
magical
Beauty
coma,
thing or
but-
whatever. Yeah.
Uh,
True love's kiss. Luke.
Luke.
No.
Maybe we'll find out in the epilogue.
Wow, maybe we should guess.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe we should
Wow.
guess what happens
I
next.
guess. The epilogue, which is titled The Ascent Beckons. The sentence is, the hospital hallway was blindingly white.
See?
Oh,
Twilight again. I knew it.
Twilight again. I was about to say, who are they in the hospital for? And then I was like, all of them? Everybody?
Every single
Luke, Jocelyn, and Alec.
Luke
for
needs
sure.
to go get his heart fixed. Like,
Yeah.
physically. like actually.
Like, put back
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, it's in pieces.
Did they bring, I guess maybe they brought Jocelyn there? Maybe Jocelyn is going to be in the hospital still unconscious.
That makes sense, because, like, they can't save her at the end of book 1 and then everything's fine, because then what happens for the rest of the
Yeah.
series?
I'm hoping that I really don't want her to be awake because I really don't want her to confirm that Jace and Clary are related, because that's like another layer.
Yeah.
Because
Dang, that's gonna suck for her, though, when she's like, well, my son is alive, just kidding. He's still dead.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be that's a nicer thing to think, rather than me being like, yeah, but then it's like double confirmed, and then
it's like double
you still have to
incest.
think about it. Yeah.
She's pretty like suspicious of Jace.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, like
Interesting.
you have to remember, right? Like, she kind of was manipulated by this man for so long, and then like
Yeah.
essentially it's akin like coming out of an abusive relationship with a manipulative narcissist.
Yeah.
So you're hesitant to kind of believe anything
Good.
that they say.
That's reasonable.
You know what I mean? And there's another added thing which I can't say anything else about, but yeah.
Until 2
Mysterious.
episodes from now.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
just spoiled the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Hannah will have to put
Maybe
her
then I
hands
won't
over
have to
her
read it.
ears so that she doesn't get the whole thing spoiled.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. Yeah,
Dang,
I think everyone else is going to be fine somehow, but they're there with Jocelyn. Alec's not going to be there.
No, we're not gonna find out what happened to him till book 2.
No, maybe it'll be him and Jocelyn just chilling together in neighboring beds at the hospital.
Yeah.
With Dr. Magnus Bane taking care of them.
Dr. Magnus Bane. Like, presumably they're going to a Mundy hospital.
Yeah.
But all of their injuries are magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Jocelyn's
I guess
are.
Clary has a concussion. Jocelyn's, like, in a magical stupor, is she not?
I thought she was in a mysterious liquids going into her stupor.
I thought there was both.
Oh, maybe
Hold on.
both.
Let me check my notes.
Check the source text.
She is not drugged. She is under a spell.
Okay.
Clary does have a concussion, though. We did forget about that. So
yeah.
maybe it's for her.
Everybody needs to go to the hospital, actually.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. Do they have, like, an emergency Shadowhunter physician on speed dial, maybe?
I don't think
Seems
they'd be
like
at
it
the
would be good.
hospital.
Maybe it's, like, a secret level of the hospital for the
Yeah.
guys. You know how they have the secret weapons
Yeah.
in the
It's on the 13th
in the
floor.
synagogues?
And it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably. You know what? Sure. I'm trying to figure out what the ascent means. The ascent
The
beckons.
opposite of hell.
They're going...
They're going
They're
to
all
heaven.
dead.
They're all dead.
I guess it's probably like them being like, we gotta do something about this. We have to stop him.
Yeah.
Great.
That's all I got.
And then the book ends. There's some sort of
The book
cliffhanger
ends?
as to why we would read the next one. Oh, it's gonna be...
It's that we don't know if Alec is dead yet.
Somebody is gonna be like, I know what he's after. There wasn't just the cup. There's this other thing. And if
there's
he
the
gets all of
staff
them, it'll
and-
be way worse.
Yeah.
Or they'll be like, I know there's only one thing that could stop him, the anti-angel staff. So he makes the Shadowhunters with the cup, and then you anti-Shadowhunter them with the staff by bonking them on the head.
Yeah.
We gotta get that.
we gotta get the angel
that.
smiting stick.
Yeah.
For sure. I believe it.
I think in the epilogue there's going to be the reveal that there are other magical objects.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
It is called the Mortal Instrument.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, they've mentioned them though. There's 3 of them.
Yeah,
That's definitely come up, right?
But I don't think
I
they've been
don't
mentioned in
remember.
the way that like, and they're around.
Oh.
Like they've been lost forever, right?
The sword? No, they have the sword. The mirror has been lost forever.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, they have the sword.
Yes, okay.
Wait, and
He'll be
what
after
does
the sword
do?
next,
The
and
sword
then...
forces you to tell the truth if you're holding it.
Oh, damn. Wait, you have to be holding it?
Yeah.
That's a little inconvenient.
Hopefully, I'm
Stab
pretty
somebody.
sure that's
and
come
then
up.
question them.
Yeah.
Does it count as holding if it's embedded in them?
If you let go.
Yes.
It does? Oh, fuck.
Sam, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, listen, as long as it's surrounding you, no,
You're
the other
surrounding
way
it.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're surrounding it
Yeah.
in some capacity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, great.
Interesting. What does the mirror do? I guess that's a question for another
You look in
episode.
it.
You
Yeah.
say, mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, it's Jace, probably.
It's Jace, definitely.
It's Jace.
Which
It's your
land?
hot stepdad, Luke.
Yeah. Which land are we talking about here? Wow, great. I assume we guessed all of that correctly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been doing great so far.
At least one
Yeah.
thing, surely.
Yeah. On that note, let's talk about what else we're reading.
Okay.
I didn't read anything for most of the time between recordings. And then 2 days ago, I read 2 vampire books.
Which ones? Which ones? Which ones?
But I've decided that I don't think I like vampire books. What I do like is Dracula fan fiction.
Which books?
This is embarrassing. People
Which
are gonna
books?
people are gonna know who I am, and they'll
We
know too
already
much
know
about
who
me.
you are.
Sorry, is this worse than the monster fucking?
I was
then?
yeah.
Because we know.
Which
Oh.
books? Which books?
The problem is the content. It's I forget which order it is. It's a duology, and it's The Heart of Dracula and The Curse of Dracula
Wow.
by
Oh.
Catherine Ann Kingsley.
The heart.
They were pretty good, actually.
Let me just.
I haven't heard of these
just
ones.
read that.
They were
real
just.
quick.
I don't want to. This is like the monster books where I'm like, the number of sex scenes was just
Yeah.
a lot, and I just like Dracula fan fiction.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Huh.
I just like
Uh-huh.
books where it's like, no, it's not just any vampire. This is Vlad Tepes Dracula. He's the ultimate one. It's because
Okay.
it's
Weird. It's not showing up on your Goodreads.
weird.
I wonder why.
It's gonna end up on my "Don't Look at Me" shelf.
Sophie, the one who like perfectly curates what
my
people
God, you
can
do
and
have a
cannot
Don't Look at
see
Me
on her
shelf.
Goodreads.
It took me like 3 years to commit to making the "Don't Look at Me" shelf, but I needed to stop picking up the same monster books and being like, I've already read this one. I forgot.
Wow, I love that shelf that I can look at now.
Yeah, it's just the Dracula one was also historical fiction, which is
Mhm.
also my jam. Not, I stopped saying that, Sophie. Historical romance. I don't like historical fiction. I can't pretend. Anyway, so I read those. They were kind of good, and I'm kind of embarrassed about it. Nobody else read them. Okay, anyway, that's all I read. Oh, I picked up the audiobook for The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi again. I got like a little way into it, and then I stopped because I was doing a lot of writing and couldn't listen anymore, and then lost my library loan, and then I picked it up again. And it's good. You know? It's really
Nice.
good.
I need to read that.
I'm preparing for us in July.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I've read. I'm also almost done Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne, which I, as a reminder, have been listening to via a sleep podcast.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I, by some miracle, finished 2 things. None of them were the books I was supposed to read. So,
Yeah, that happens.
yeah. I finished Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. And then I finished Shield of Sparrows by Devin Perry, which were both fine.
Great.
And then, yeah, I mean, yeah. And then I'm listening to Five Broken Blades by May Corland, which I'm like 40% of the way through, and I like could not tell you a single character's name or like what is going on. I know a little, but
Yep.
like it's yeah. And
I read that book. I agree.
yeah. Yeah. I really try hard to like if it's a first in a fantasy series, I try to read it with my eyes because I am better at like taking it in.
Right.
But I just can't these days. So I was like, this one was available, and like Hannah, the Goodreads challenges just get me. So so this one
Goodreads challenges.
right. So this one was available,
Hate
and I
them.
was like, okay, let's like try it. And I'm like, what is going on? I have absolutely no idea. So yeah. And then other than that, I'm still like 3 books behind on our book club.
That's
So
okay.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's
everything's
fine.
fine.
It's still June while we're recording this, so you're not behind on that one yet.
No, I read the prologue of One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune.
Great. Oh. There you go.
Yeah. That's it.
What about you,
Okay.
Hannah? What have you been reading?
Yeah. What have I been reading? I read Atmosphere, the new Taylor Jenkins
Ooh.
Reid book, and that was pretty good. There's lesbians in it, which is fun, and also space, which is also fun. And then I re-listened to books 3 and 4 of The Saint of Steel by T. Kingfisher, which are just delightful. And I'm still reading Fool's Quest by Robin Hobb. But now I'm halfway through. Progress. It's like an 830 something page book.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fucking long.
That's a hefty one.
And so far it's just this book is just Fitz complaining and a child being abused, and I'm like,
I don't know about this.
kind of tired.
Yeah, fair.
Hopefully it stops soon. Anyway, this episode comes out in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what we're going to be reading in Sam's birthday month.
Somebody's birthday.
We're reading City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. Hopefully I said that right.
Probably.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Finally, though, eh? We've been talking about that one for years.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's my biggest guilt book on my shelf. That and what's the other one? That really long one with the orange cover and the dragons? The Orange Priory Tree.
Priory of the Orange Tree?
Priory of the Orange
That
Tree.
one.
Yeah.
Those two are...
That one is long.
Those are my big guilt ones.
Longer. Wow, and you're getting to one of them. And if you don't like it, then you can take 3 books off your shelf. Or do you only have the first one?
I only have the first one.
Okay.
I have withheld. I've been getting a lot better of not buying the book 2 and 3 if I haven't read book 1. Which really sucks because I bought a lot of my book 1s as hardcovers, and now the whole series is out, and the hardcovers for the other ones aren't available anymore. But this is the price we pay.
Me with Gideon the Ninth.
Yeah.
Could have just bought it. Alas. Well, that'll be fun. It's been so long since I've read it that I won't know what's happening in it anymore when I reread it. So I'm excited.
Wow.
Yay.
I'm not rereading the second and third book, though.
Okay.
Emotional damage.
Oh, no.
I like emotional damage.
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although I do need to... I'm reading all of the, like, big fantasy books.
All at once.
In a row. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna go read a middle grade book.
Yeah. You probably need it.
I probably need it.
Probably need it. Wow, what a good time. I'm excited to read it.
What a good time we've had today.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's been on my, I'm excited to read this book list for like 5 years at this point.
Yeah. And sometimes you need a book club to just push it to the top of your list. We don't like discuss the book club books. We just use it to make sure we read books that we haven't read yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend about that the other day, and she was like, don't you guys like get together and like talk about them once a month? And I was like, no.
No.
We did once.
Yeah.
Like, we just try to read them, and so we can talk about them if we want, but like no.
Yeah. Yeah. I told one of my friends that I feel like it'd be fun to be in a book club, and she was like,
Are you in
"You
one?
in one?" And I was like, listen.
You
it's
don't
different."
understand. We talk about one book for 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If you liked this chapter of Midlight Crisis, please consider rating and reviewing us on Spotify or your podcatcher of choice. You can talk to us and find fun-related content sometimes on social media. We are at Midlight Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and Blue Sky, and all chapters of the show thus far are available on our website, midlightpod.podbean.com, and on YouTube.
And Rocky, who is my dog, to me, when I don't take him in the backyard every 5 minutes. You don't feel pity. You don't feel anything.
He doesn't remember anything, and you don't feel anything.
Ugh.
He doesn't remember that you were there 2 minutes ago.
Literally.
Bruh.
Bruh, come
It's
on.
like
still
we
the
have to be
same.
outside.
It's the same backyard.
Yeah.
Nothing's different.
What if it changed, though? What if
Could be
there's a
different.
squirrel back there now?
There's a dead bird back there.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.